Christmas is coming! Oh yeah! Fucking Christmas, baby! Christmas is upon us and it's 2013, which promises some excellent movies and all good stuff. So we've got our wonderful little Christmas themed hats. Oh, look at you gangstering it up. I'm going to go that way. Yeah! Gangstering the shit out of it. Yeah, do you want a ruffle cop to it?
Let's do it, mate. No, I know what it's like. To be a rock band.
So, Christmas is coming, so we obviously have some Christmas-themed stuff lined up for you guys. As well as December's going to be a really busy month for us overall, actually. Because we're going to be filming The Way of the Warrior 2, which involves you guys. So there's going to be a schedule posted on... We keep going out of focus, it's really annoying. A schedule posted on preachgaming.com of events that will be happening over the next 4 to 5 weeks, where you guys can take part and be members of The Way of the Warrior 2. What was that? Well, that's really retarded. That's super retarded. But on top of that, we have some Christmas-themed stuff. You have a transmog idea.
I do have a transmog idea.
Talk to me, Goose.
Well, we're going to do this every web show, the transmog thing. But what I was thinking is like a best of 2012 transmog by class.
By class, indeed. So we want to see your transmogs. Whoa.
Wait.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off autofocus.
Stop it. It's already off.
No, I just turned it off. Yeah, we're going to have Christmas. Well, not Christmas themed. I think we just want best of 2012 transmogs. So we don't want your transmogs to be Christmas themed. They should just be awesome transmogs, and we'll be doing them by class and picking winners. And perhaps we may have prizes in store for you. We'll see what we can muster up. They won't be hoodies or anything like that. They're very expensive. But we will get those sorted and get some prizes for you. So we want to see best of transmogs, and this will be not for the next web show. So continue to put your normal ones in as you do. It will be for the Christmas web show, which is 2 web shows from now, perhaps. I think it is. Yeah, 2 weeks.
I don't know dates.
So it's 4 weeks. So it's a month. So it'll be like this 18th. So it'll be just before Christmas.
Okay.
So it'll be around then. It'll be around my birthday, actually. This day, if that's a 12, it'd be my birthday right now. What do you think about that?
Game changer.
Game changer. Game changer.
I haven't bought you anything.
Good, I don't want shit. I've just got you a hoodie. Fuck. The one I wanted.
I got what I wanted, mate.
So we want to see your transmogs today. We'll have a nice night celebrating the best of 2012 of your quality transmogs. Now, if you have already won a transmog of the week on the website, you're automatically entered. But feel free to repost if you've updated your transmog since then and you are already a winner. That's all I'm going to say there. The other thing we want to do...
We're not quite there yet.
Not quite there, so I'm going to remove that. The other thing, we want Christmas-themed Brofist. Now, this we can Christmas-themed. There's going to be all sorts of Christmassy shit going on around your local area. There's going to be Santa Clauses everywhere, depending on where you live, of course. There's going to be even Thanksgiving's coming up, I believe, in America. I believe that's correct. All sorts of anything Christmas themed. We want to see your Christmas themed Brofist, and you certainly will be getting a prize, whichever is the best Christmas themed Brofist. So we want a Christmas themed Brofist. That means that if you've already sent in a Brofist, you're already on the map. You can send another Christmas themed one, okay? And then we will get you a prize sent out to you. We will decide the prizes soon enough. Get them done. So when all your Christmas stuff's going on, I want to see Brofist with Santa. I want to see elves getting Brofisted while taken from behind. All that kind of stuff. I want to see all that kind of stuff.
All of it.
And of course, we've got some Christmas-themed videos coming out as well, which would be pretty cool. Because the guide's nearly done. Let's talk about WoW stuff. Why the hell not? The guides are nearly done. 2 left to go, Mage and Warlock. And then I can finally put that to bed. My God, the soul-draining guides.
I don't have to watch any more guides, and I fucking hate Mage and Warlock.
You hate mages and warlocks. Yeah. Why do you hate mages and warlocks?
Don't like
it's interesting.
Casters.
No, you just don't like casters.
Don't like casters. My only exception to that is Enhancement Shaman and a
That's not
priest.
a caster.
Elemental Shaman
and Shadow Priest.
And not even that. Well, leveling is disc, but obviously Shadow as well I do like.
Yeah. So I get that. But yeah, we've got Mage and Warlock to do. They are coming out next week. And then they are done for the time being. And I won't be doing any more guides until January. What I will be doing then is a lot of really interesting, fun stuff. Because we're going to be filming heavily The Way of the Warrior 2. It's going to take a lot of time. So there'll be a lot of fun, general stuff coming out for you guys. Which I'm really looking forward to actually producing. Because I've kind of had my fill of guides for the last 3 months. I've kind of done them. I mean, you have to just look at some of the intros. Did you see some of the intros I did this week?
I saw all the intros, mate.
What was your favourite one? Can you remember?
Yes.
Which one?
I'm probably going to go with... I do like the Hunter Predator one.
The Hunter Predator one.
Yeah.
It's a shame. There's a funny story behind that. Is I tried to send that to you at work.
Yeah,
now the original scene for the Hunter Predator one is actually about a minute and a half long and is well funny. It's really hilarious. I sent it out to Genji, but when I uploaded it to YouTube, I got blocked by Fox
Straight away.
instantly. You didn't even get to see it. It was like, this is owned by Fox. You cannot use anything from Predator 2. Really? It's fucking years old, man. Get over yourselves. But yeah, Fox blocked it, so I could only use part of that intro. It was a longer intro. My favourite was, in fact, the Brewmaster.
So with a panda, that's pissed.
The Brewmaster I thought was fucking awesome. It was so cool. I was looking for something to do with Kung Fu Panda. Because obviously it's hard not to relate something to Kung Fu Panda and all that kind of stuff. And then suddenly I stumbled across this video of this guy trying to do panda stuff and falling on his ass. And I was like, okay, that's the one I'm doing. I need to make something happen with that whatsoever. And that was really cool. So I'm super excited because we've also been looking into special effects and stuff these past couple of weeks. I showed you some things we can do.
I want all of these effects.
Yeah, you want them all the time. So we're going to set something along those lines. And probably do some funny skit videos. We've got some ideas of skit videos that can just be quite special effects stuff. Just to learn it, really. Because we need it for the Way of the Warrior 2. So we kind of need to dabble into that. So we'll be losing some all sorts of crazy shit like that.
Yes.
So, wow, what are you up to?
Dude, what am I up to?
Well, I'll talk about me. I'm PvPing like a fucking boss.
Nice.
On Friday, I PvP'd all day with a lot of you guys. Live streamed
cool.
it.
I watched that from work.
It was
that
a
was
fucking
cool.
great day. It really was. It was a great day. Streamed for about 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
The best part of that was, it was while you were streaming, I got a text from Rasty, who's our blood DK, and he says, I'm sort of wanting to do PvP. I said, so I texted him back because I was in work watching the stream. I said, well, dude, give Preacher Whisper. He's doing it right now. Right, I'll do it then. Yeah. As soon as I heard you say, right, yeah, I'll get you in group, Rasty. I just sat there working. I was like, nice.
Nice. Well, we did bring Rusty in, and I had great fun with him. Actually,
He's fucking unbreakable. He's
all right. He's all right. He died a couple of times, but coming along with you guys. But we definitely realised I need to use the mod Preform AV Enabler.
Yes.
Because I could only get 4 people in at a time, so I was inviting, kicking, rotating groups constantly instead of just bringing everybody in. But we had some awesome healers who came along with us as well. Like Delore and his panda was awesome. Ukulele.
Yeah.
Hawaii, I think, turned up at some point as well, and I could not be killed. I mean, my gear is pretty weak for PvP. I'm working on it. And we're PvPing tomorrow, by the way, on Sunday. We're PvPing again to finish off all the blue armor. This is going to be awesome. What?
No, I'm just thinking, Suzanne's cooking at my mum and dad's tomorrow, but I'm just going to ship her up and come back so I can PvP. It's all good.
Well, you can come and go as you please. But we will be PvPing. I will be PvPing tomorrow anyway. I'll be leveling it. So we'll be getting Preform AV Enabler. So if you want to PvP with me or us, preferably, we wanted a whole squad of engineers. I just have this idea of all the engineers using the Batwings.
Yeah.
It's fucking swarming down onto the mines in AB and jumping down from Lumbermill, all with the fucking
That's awesome. Setting up the nitro boots and going into the glider. It's also good on the fucking rogue, mate, because when you get about halfway down, you stealth.
Can you stealth while flying?
Yes, you can. In fact, you can actually attack. A lot of people don't know this. You can while you're going down on that glider.
What can you attack with a rogue? Like deadly throw or throw
no,
or something?
When I get to because I did it when I was doing a bit of BGs myself, and it was in Arathi Basin, going from shit. I'm gonna get these wrongs now. What's the Horde starting one now?
Where?
The Horde starting base that you first
farm.
Farm. I was going from farm to mine. But I went over the edge where on the side of Blacksmith and looked down, and one of them was like about to be taken by the Alliance. So I basically dismounted, nitro boosted off, went into glider, and as I got about halfway down, I put stealth on. Just as I was hitting the ground, I got about 4 combo points on my target before I even hit the ground. No. I'd hit him twice with Mutilate as I was on the glider, and then the glider the glider dispersed, and then I carried on straight into combat. You can actually engage in combat while on the glider.
Kick his ass, or did you get beat?
Did I fuckers kick his ass? Mate, there was like 4 of us there and just 2 of them. It was just like...
Some of their BGs were so fun with you guys. They were retarded. The one with the orbs, I don't know the name of the new BG. The one with the orbs, we had only 5 of us because I could only queue with 5 of you. And then we brought it in. And quite literally, the best thing ever was all 4 people in the group all had orbs, stood right in the middle. And the Alliance were just circling around the outside like we have absolutely no way of getting into this group. And I think it was Ukulele who was healing at the time.
Mogu.
The Temple, that's a shit name. There's
There's
all three
three
different names. The Temple of Kotomazu, the Temple of Kotomungo, the Komongu, and Temple of Kotomugu.
Mogu. Temple of
Kotmogu. Kotmogu. We had just me, I had an orb, I had the pink orb, like a boss. And then everybody else had the other orbs, and we had healers in the middle, and everybody who tried to come in got instantly demolished. It was really cool.
So the point, you get a damage increase.
Yeah, damage increase. We were there until they had 200 points left to win.
I wish you'd silence your phone. Why don't you leave it on when you're doing the dailies? I feel bad when I don't hear your phone go off after I've just spammed you.
It's done.
Good man.
And one guy just charged in, and I think he Dragon Roared, and we all died. Because you got the damage taken increase above, because we were there for so fucking long. Dived in and just went, and we all just went, fuck. And then I think it was Delore who went, yeah, it was too much damage. It's too much damage.
Awesome.
But it's pretty cool in the PvP scene, actually. He's starting to gear up and get the PvP power and PvP resilience. Huge change. When I first went in, I had no PvP power, no PvP resilience at all. I was wearing full PvE, blue gear.
Yeah.
A Resto Shaman trolled the shit out of me. I had about 4 million damage done on him.
That was on the minecart.
Could not kill him whatsoever. He was trolling me. Now, just in just those 2 days, it's changed now. I was smashing some people to fucking bits. It was really cool. So I'm looking forward. I'm doing Arena on Monday.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to be stepping foot into 3v3 Arena on Monday.
Game changer.
How that's going to go, because I need to get as high a rating as possible to get some good footage for Way of the Warrior 2. So I'm hoping that's going to go out really well. So I might stream it, I might not. I'm not going to promise anything. But I will be doing the Arena then. So what are you up to?
What am I up to, mate? At the minute, I'm sort of taken aback. There's some spots in Stark, but I'm not eager to fill them for raiding at the minute.
You're going to take a little break? You're going to do some PvP with me?
This is it. I'm going to do some PvP with you. Yeah, I basically... But this leads into like multiple stories. The main one being, I don't necessarily like Rogue in PvP if I'm not with a group of people. I hate it because if you're on your own as a Rogue in PvP, unless you are going to a massively outnumbered area, you have to pick off stragglers. That is your role in that. So I'm going to... Because I like melee, so I'm going to roll a melee plate DPSer. Well, I'm going to cap one so that I can try.
You're thinking, what do you guys think he should roll? He wants a PvP.
It's either going to be, it's either going to be a DK, a warrior, or a rep paladin. It's just something for this is for PvP, not for PvE because I fucking love my rogue in PvE. Even though like
DK.
Look at this now, DK warrior, DK, go DK. I can't. Black person. Someone just said roll a black person.
Roll a black person for RP reasons.
Everyone's saying warrior or DK.
Well, warriors are getting nerfed in 5.1, so be aware of that.
Game changer, mate.
Getting nerfed in 5.1. Well, balanced. I'm not saying nerfed is the wrong word. They're getting rebalanced. There's some very overpowered features of the warrior right now.
Like what?
Like the fact that I can miss pummel and still silence people, and and I can. Throw my I can lock down a caster for so fucking long. Like
I like that.
It used to be. This is one of the amazing things I've noticed recently. Is it used to be frost mages were the bane of my life as a warrior. Right? If I was against a frost mage, I'd generally ignore them. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not doing it anymore. And now frost mages are just breakfast. Absolute fucking breakfast. I was training some mages so hard. This is only in BGs though, so in Arena it's probably going to be a game changer. But there was that change has been awesome. Because even a bad mage could easily control my warrior back in the day. Right now, it's just not the case in the BGs. But it's in BGs. I haven't stepped into the Arena yet. And Booster's been trying to prep me for Arena. Sort of giving me mental... I was in the gym with him this morning and he was giving me some sort of mental prep.
Is he still rocking arenas?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing with Booster and Steph, I believe.
Oh, man.
So it should be pretty good. And they're going to put out... I think Steph's working on some PvP stuff. I think Steph's a little bit tired of PvP at the moment, mainly because of how long it's taken me to actually be ready to be able to do PvP. I think they're playing with a Warlock right now.
Right, okay.
But I'm going to step in and give it a bash, and if it doesn't work out, I'll get a different team, because they've got a very good Warlock, you see, in their 3v3 team.
So I'm reading the chat, everyone says that I should go as an enhancement shaman.
Yeah, well, Booster likes it. You get Ascendance, of course, where you turn into a fucking monstrosity of death, and then you're going to absolutely tunnel vision people to death and really crunch them. And plus, you've got range silence and all that kind of stuff.
But there is one crucial element why I couldn't be an enhancement shaman in PvP.
What's that?
Can't be a blood elf.
You can't be a blood elf. It's out. It's out. It's game over. Game over. Cannot be a blood elf. Cannot be a blood elf. So we're looking forward to some PvP. I'm hoping to get into it.
I want to get into it, definitely. At the minute as well, while we're filling our raid spots. We are starting raid from scratch now. There is no set spots in our raid. I'm going to put something up on the forum about it as well. But basically, The raid team, because I don't want to focus too much on raid at the minute, because it costs too much money, I have to invest too much time, and I just want the freedom of play now. So we're going to fill up these raid spots, but it's just going to be for raiders now. We're not going to have like, not in a harsh way, we're not going to bring like a casual player into the raiders. It's just going to be raiders. So while we are recruiting for that, me and Rasty and a couple of the other guys from Stark are going to rock the shit out of
Maybe we get some rated BGs going,
that's
and
what
mainly
I
I want
BGs.
to fucking get as many of you guys involved in some PvPs as well. If we can get 40 guys with Preform AV Enabler, we can rock the universe.
Holy shit, you can do like a full 40 man with
Yeah, of course
PvP
you can.
Enabler.
And you can do all sorts of crazy shit like that. So there's more people, the better. The more people, the better. And it doesn't matter about gear whatsoever.
Mate, Delore joined Stark today as well, mate.
Oh, awesome. Hunter or Panda?
I think he brought his panda in.
Nice.
In fact, if I recall, it was another chap from the stream who bought him a transfer so he could come over.
Cheap
Fucking
German bastard.
No, that's max legit. That is ball of success. Trending in that chat room. That one.
Using Harbor Sindorai permanently. And then leave the BG when it runs out.
He's gonna come. Yeah, I'll come in and just pop all my shit. Use the Orbis Sindorai, then use that, is it called Ascension?
Yeah.
And then leave.
Well, Ascension would take you out of the farm anyway.
But it wouldn't put me in a cow farm.
No, it wouldn't.
Exactly.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be pretty good. So yeah, it's fucking awesome. So I mean, I'm looking forward to getting some people. It was just a lot of fun. You could do raids and stuff with people, but it's kind of I don't feel that too much, and it's less for individual freedom. You kind of want people to be healers, DPS, and all that kind of stuff. But in the BGs, people just get on with whatever they want, and that's what I really like. I mean, we had no strategies or anything like that. We just played together for fun.
That's what I want to get into PvP. The draw for me of that is I just like player versus player, but I like the element of like, imagine it going to a raid against a boss. You have a set job to do. You go into a battleground, you can't like accommodate that set thing every time. There's too many variables, and it's like it's all quick thinking going from A to B, or like picking your fights, so to speak, as well. I'm excited for it.
You're excited,
but I'm not excited on my rogue, so I need to roll something else in there.
So you've been to the movies. What did you watch?
I haven't seen Twilight yet.
Twilight!
Yeah, I haven't seen Twilight.
Was it a better love story?
Let me break this down. So,
no spoilers.
Wait, disclaimer. This was for my anniversary and under no means whatsoever my choice of film. Let that be known. And with that, so it was mine and Suzanne's anniversary as well. Same as yours, mate.
Which is weird because we didn't know that.
Yeah, like you've been with Emma for 9 years.
9 years.
I've been with Suzanne for 7, and we didn't know that we share the same anniversary.
It's because we were always busy on that day. That's what it is. None of us have said anything like, do you want to come round or do anything like that? And I've gone, no, it's my anniversary. And you've gone, no, it's your anniversary. Because we're doing our anniversary shit. I goofed up on my anniversary. It was pretty awesome. But I'll tell you about that shortly.
Mate, I won on my... Apart from mention seeing Twilight, I won on my anniversary. Excuse me. Basically, the role was reversed in terms of me paying for everything. Because Suzanne had already prepaid for everything.
Really?
Yes.
Suzanne took you out for your anniversary?
Well, basically,
that's mind-blowing.
We were going to go for a meal at first. The restaurant that we was going to was just jam-packed. So I said, fuck this, let's just go and get KFC. So sat there having a KFC, but then we went into the cinema.
KFC? Nothing says romantic like KFC.
Well, no, because like, because we couldn't get into this restaurant and it was on the same complex as the cinema.
Wifer.
I'm going to wife for mate eventually.
Nice.
But instead of us driving off, I was like, balls to it, man, let's go and get some KFC and we'll just get a shit ton of munchies in the cinema. So I went to KFC and then we went seeing Twilight. And so let me break it down like this with no spoilers. I'm not going to lie, because I don't mind the Twilight films. I watch them for Suzanne. That's how I watch True Blood and stuff. I will say that I watched True Blood because of Suzanne, and I got into True Blood.
Nice.
But Twilight, I watch for Suzanne and don't mind them. This one was just sickening love story. You know, like the camera shots and like...
I thought this one was supposed to be a war.
At the end of it. But all the way through, but like when they're kissing and stuff, and Edward's face, he pulls like that I'm in pain face, even though she's a vampire now, and he's not got a taste for her blood and stuff, he's still got that face where he's going, I've got a chin that's like Desperate Dan.
So you're not approved?
The war was pretty cool, I will give it that, but when I got out, I said to Suzanne, you totally should have ironed my "This film was not as good as Batman" t-shirt. She lost her shit. That film was so good. Was it as good as Batman? And she made the mistake of staggering. She went, was that film was better than The Dark Knight Rises? Well, I've already won. I've already won. I've already won.
Team
Basically,
Jacob.
yeah. That film was built, constructed, start to finish, apart from the last 10 minutes, for women.
Ah, well, it's a lady film.
That's what it was. There was a bit of light humour in it, which I actually did have a little giggle to. Oh, you.
Oh, you.
Oh, Jacob, put your top on. No!
Yeah. Jacob
But,
was
yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It wasn't The Dark Knight Rises.
So you don't recommend?
Chicks, go and watch it. You will love it. Do you know why? Do you know the way that you stop chicks from liking vampire films? If they made like Edward cheat, chicks would walk out of that shit.
Edward would never do that.
How dare you!
This would never happen. Well, I went to see. Is anybody going to see the new Silent Hill movie? Say so now, so I can be spoiler free. But if not, I'm going to spoil the shit out of it because you
told me
shouldn't
how
watch it.
bad this film was.
I want to see right now. Are you going to see the new Silent Hill Revelations movie? Anybody who's going to see it, just say yes. Yeah, that's the right word, isn't it? Yes. Oh, someone's going. Would be somebody going. I'll wait for the DVD. I want to, but go ahead. Yes, yes. Okay, so several of you are going, so I won't spoil it.
Can I just throw my disclaimer in?
Go on.
Save your money. Do not see this film.
Well, I'll give you a brief review of this, but I was actually looking forward to this because I quite enjoy Silent Hill 1, the movie, because it didn't fall into that classic gamer movie trap of being so much reference about the game that it distracts from the story. Because a game is, how long is a Silent Hill game? About 10, 11 hours? Maybe less? But not an hour and a half.
No.
That's for damn fucking sure. There's a good chunk of story in there to try and fit in. So a film obviously can't fit in. Like a Marvel film cannot fit in the entire backstory of, say, fucking... It needs its own film to do Wolverine, and they skipped loads of that as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so we've got another thing to talk about there as well. So Silent Hill 1, for me, didn't fall into that trap. The monsters were really scary. The darkness, where it all crumbles away in terms of darkness, was legitimately quite intimidating. The Pyramid Head.
I was going to say Pyramid.
Pyramid Head was fucking terrifying. He ripped
skin
the
off.
chick up to pieces, all that kind of stuff. There was loads going on in Silent Hill 1, but that wasn't all about the game. It had the setting of Silent Hill, it had some of the mobs from Silent Hill, and quite frankly, it was done pretty well. And it even had Sean Bean in it, who didn't die. I know, right? I know. Sean Bean didn't die.
Then that means that film can't make it into the ways that Sean Bean dies video on
Correct.
YouTube.
Sean Bean did not die. And that is a fucking game changer. It's a game changer. So Sean the Bean was in it.
Sean the Bean.
Sean the Bean was in it. So then comes the sequel. So I hadn't even heard about the sequel. I literally checked the cinema thing on my phone, and it said Silent Hill Revelations. So I thought, is it one of them cartoons? Because there's a lot of Resident Evil cartoons coming out, isn't there? And some of them are on at the cinema. And I don't really like the animated stuff like that, because it's all a bit kind of trying to be a bit anime and stuff like that. So I didn't want to see any of those. So I checked into it, and no, it's a fully fledged sequel to Silent Hill. And it's in 3D, which is kind of expected because it's like, oh, gamers must love 3D. Fuck you. Seriously. So I was like, let's go and see it. You didn't want to see it. And so Emma came home, and I was like, it was about 8 o'clock. And I thought, I kind of want to go to the cinema and watch Silent Hill. And so it's pretty scary. Emma likes a scary film. So I said, apparently it's quite scary. I went on IMDb, I checked the reviews. It scored about a 7 or maybe 6.5.
If you scored a 7, mate, that's got to be a legit decent film.
Exactly, right? So it had a score of about 6.5 to 7 when I checked it. And then scroll down to the reviews, and all the reviews are like 8 out of 9, 9 out of 10, or whatever it might be, 8 out of 10. Oh, it's legitimately really good fucking world, film, and all this kind of stuff. And really done well, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, cool, I want to see this movie.
Yeah.
But I had my doubts, because it's still a movie about a game, which is always ropey. So off we went.
Okay.
So Emma was like, yeah, sure, let's go and see it. It started in about 20 minutes since I asked her, so it was just shoes on, out the door, off we went to see it. It was very last minute. Down we went, and it started. Mother of fucking Christ, did I want to kill somebody. Seriously. It fell into the trap that it avoided in the first one. There are so many scenes in that movie that are just to show a mob from the game. I'm talking about 5 or 6 minutes, or maybe even 7 minutes of screen time dedicated to we need this monster in it. But how do we get this monster in it? I don't know. Let's put them in the most ridiculous environment ever for like 5 minutes. See the monster, then get the fuck out of there. So that entire scene is completely irrelevant to the movie. Whatsoever.
I hate that. That is an unnecessary tip of the cap for a demographic that isn't big enough. basically.
Yeah, absolutely. But one of the mobs in particular would have terrified you beyond all fucking belief because it was straight up really scary, really well done, really scary.
What does it look
Emma
like?
turned around. It's a variation of a spider.
Oh, yeah,
Emma
I'm
turned
out.
around. She's like, I cannot fucking watch that. I seriously cannot watch that. On top of that, they then had
No,
to
sir.
try and fit in, I believe it's from Silent Hill 2 and 3, worth of storyline into an hour and a half, while still taking up a lot of time to do these scenes with the mobs in it. And you have things like Pyramid Head is in it, but he's in it in really weird places, and they try and explain Pyramid Head at one point. And Sean Bean's back in it, but Sean Bean puts on this accent, right, that is totally phoned in. It is like he I think in his contract for Silent Hill 1, if it took off or earned a certain amount of money, he would have to be in the sequel. That was the deal, I think, because they have those contracts in place. If it earns X amount of money, we will do a sequel, you will be part of it. Okay. And you could tell he'd read the script and gone, ha, no way. It's the worst acting in fucking history.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean. And you could tell he's doing it on purpose. Like, I'm sure the director was going, can you do that better, Sean? He's like, no. Because the script is fucking
He's basically gone, I don't want to be here.com.
yeah, exactly. There's a whole love story going on between the worst actors in history. And again, there's more mobs in it. And the ending turns into... It makes no sense because they tried to fit so many things in, like
Right.
these items from the game. At some point, they just shoehorn in, with Malcolm McDowell no less, who's a fucking pro actor. I don't know if you remember Star Trek Generations. He plays Soren in that. He's a really good, scary, intimidating actor. Kind of like... plays Severus Snape, Alan Rickman. He's got a sort of an Alan Rickman croaky voice, but he's not like boring or he's not that weird. And he's in it, and you're like, wow, Malcolm McDowell's in this movie, and Sean Bean.
I'm just gonna quickly look up who Michael. I'll know who he is as soon as.
Yeah, as soon as you see him. So it's got Malcolm McDowell, it's got Sean Bean, it's got the chick who plays the End Woman. I recognise her from something. Okay, let me see what this chick's name is, because she's a good actress too. She's a really good actress. I need to check this as well because I couldn't fucking for the life of me remember her name. And it was driving me mental.
Silent Hill.
Where is it?
You're going to have to go and go
There
back
it is.
up.
Silent Hill. Home Alone 5? They're making a Home Alone 5. That's just fucked up.
Who are we looking at?
Carrie-Anne Moss. Yeah, it's Trinity.
Carrie-Anne Moss is Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity's in it. Right? Fucking Trinity's in this movie. It's got Trinity, it's got Malcolm McDowell, it's got Sean Bean, it's got all these fucking decent actors in it, and it's dire. It's fucking dire.
She's fit. Put her back up.
Well, she's not fit. She's too thin.
Are you kidding me? Look at her.
Nah.
From the Matrix, like fucking nearly 15 years ago. Look at her. She's hot.
So it's it was going on like this, and they really shoehorned in. There's an item, I think it's called the Mate or something, and yeah, they need it. But at the beginning, it's like, oh, you need to find the other half of this. Malcolm McDowell's got it. All right, so go and find him, and then he's like, here it is.
That sounds like Resident Evil. You need 4 parts of this key to open this door.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you get it, it's a little iron key.
It's very much like, and they just totally drift away from various parts of the story. Like, have you seen Silent Hill 1?
Yes.
All right, so the end of Silent Hill 1, the girl and the mother never get out of Silent Hill, right? You know that? They go back home, the Bean's there, looking chill, but they're in the same room, but they can't see each other. You have to sort of suspend your disbelief that this is what happened, apparently, to get the girl from the film number 1 into film number 2, because she's out of Silent Hill in film number 2, which isn't a spoiler, it's the first second of the movie. Is that apparently they find a way to get out of Silent Hill,
Bombshell.
but only one of them. So the girl appears to the Bean, and she's back in Silent Hill. So they came home. Oh, well, shit's a bit fucked up. Let's go back to where this started. So you have to sort of believe that they fucking rolled back to Silent Hill. Where else should we go? I don't know, let's just go back to Silent Hill. Stay there. Why the hell not, you know? So you have to believe that they went back, the mother and the daughter, and then she appears in the mirror, and she gives it all, I can release one of us. Woo! And Bean's like, what are you talking about? I'm over you. I've got another wife. She's fucking welfare. She's hot as shit. And he's like, well, who are you going to let out? And she's like, well, I'll let our daughter out. Then I'm going to stay here in Silent Hill. And suddenly the door appears on the couch. That's like the thing. So they go back to Silent Hill, obviously. That's not a spoiler. Of course they go to Silent fucking Hill. And what would you expect from that, what I just told you?
What would I expect?
Would you expect his wife to be there, who stayed in Silent Hill?
Yeah.
Just completely skip over it. They just and then well they don't skip over it, but there is a line at the end where you just go, really, really? That's what you came up with? It's fucking diabolical.
Is that at the end of Lost?
No, Land of Lost made sense to anybody who had a fucking Scooby. What was going on? It's brilliant. I cried the shit out at the end of Lost.
Yeah.
You were the only person. No, I was not. I was not. How can you comment? You never watched Lost.
I basically I came into work from all the fanboys who'd watched Lost, and basically through their utter and sheer disbelief, I went straight on the internet because it was basically it was always a feud because there was like 3 of us who were like big 24 fans and they were big Lost fans. And it was always a back and forward, like, no, that one's dog shit, this one's better, blah, blah, blah. And everyone came in, it was gutted at the end. Yeah, I hated it. I was like,
I think...
so I read the ending, I was sat there, like, with it on the webpage, like...
To be honest, Lost was so ongoing leading to the end that I don't think they could have possibly done one that pleased everybody, that tied everything up.
They did with 24, mate.
Well, 24 restarted every season.
Jack Bauer for life!
24 restarted every season. Lost is 6 seasons long with about 20 episodes per season. Why don't you turn your fucking phone off, eh?
Matt Rasty. Yeah, but 24 was 9 seasons, 2-hour filler, and 24 episodes.
That restarted every single fucking time.
Didn't restart, mate, every single time?
Did. There's barely anything running over. Don't you feel like Lost left someone answered questions? No, I didn't. I thought the last season was a bit obvious, actually. I thought the last season... I kind of guessed what the last season was well before the ending. But I've got to say, the ending to Lost is fucking soul-crushing if you've been following the series.
Just let me touch over one thing. That the MMO bro has put fuck 24 Homeland. Get out.
Did you leave feeling lost? Yeah, I cried my eyes out too. The ending's fucking awesome. Charlie's back in it.
Please,
for the
I
win.
cried my eyes out in the 24.
You know what else made me cry? The ending of Flash Forward.
Let me... Oh, fuck.
Out
Flash
in
forward.
rage.
Mate,
You know
what though? Listen to this, just really quickly. Me and Suzanne, my mum and dad, and me and Suzanne got my mum and dad and her mum and dad into 24. And Christmas last year, we all came round ours Christmas Day evening. We was all sat in the front room talking, and 24 was on back to back, season 1 to 9 on TV. We were sat there talking just after dinner, just as the finale, like the last 20 minutes of 24 came on. And when it came back from the break on that last part, we were all talking, and all of a sudden everyone just went...
Because they were watching it. That's not impressive.
We sat there silent. No one said a word. We were watching the last part of 24. Then like when it finished, everyone just like got over it. They wiped the tears away. They applauded at how good that fucking program was.
Like there was a standing ovation. Yeah,
and then
right.
And then we got
I don't
back to
fucking believe that.
Mate, it was
a standing Bravo!
It was max legit. It was so funny though. I mean, like Ava's just like running riot around the front room, and we just all talking away, blah 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 blah.
Have you watched Homeland?
Suzanne watches Homeland and likes it. I watched a couple of episodes and I was just like, this ain't 24.
I like the way Genji's chipping in there on Flash Forward. The ending was so fucking bad.
Do you know what? It was so arrogant though that they did that ending based on we are going to get another season. Did you?
They wrote the whole thing based on it though. It's terrible, isn't
Yeah.
it? That is such a bad strategy.
Yeah.
It's to write the entire thing around a second season at least. Fucking shocking. I've not seen anything that arrogant in a long time on TV.
No.
Mm.
Apart from 24 did that, but obviously they did it like 6 seasons in.
Gather out said he went to see Twilight yesterday and 40 teenagers screamed and applauded in the cinema. I've never seen anybody stand and applaud in the cinema.
Oh mate,
Ever.
let me bring you back.
Oh, Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. The film started like it was at the IMAX and they always have a guy on a microphone like saying, you know, but like the entertaining and stuff like that, they have a laugh, they have like a raffle and stuff like that. Quick side story, they raffled, I think it's called Nighttime, the comic where Bane breaks Batman's back, an original print, and I bought 5 tickets, didn't win it, but the guy who won it was sat right in fucking front of me. I hated him. But regardless, the guy on the microphone was like, right, okay, everyone get your seats, blah, blah, blah. The guy who's running the projector is called whatever, so everyone's like cheering him and stuff like that as he pops in and out of the projection booth. And as soon as the lights went down, everyone went ballistic, like clapping, stamping the feet. And then when it finished, like it goes to the black screen, there was like 4 seconds of silence. And then everyone just erupted, mate.
Jesus.
Everyone was like standing up, wiping like the tears. Yes! Oh my god!
So
Everyone was like
lame.
high-fiving, going out the cinema and stuff. How fucking good was that?
That is so
I ain't
fucking
got the blood
lame.
out of my head now. That was the best cinema experience I've had in my life.
Before
It
that,
was
had you ever seen
so
anybody
good.
cheer?
Yes. Only one time though, and it was a James Bond-a-thon at the Ashton Cinema, which is now closed down. And it's the part
The
where...
Metro.
Yes, mate. The
Fucking-
Metro, mate.
Alright.
Oh!
Wait.
Boom, boom.
Brofist
Well,
to the Metro.
basically, where James Bond is being chased on skis, jumps off the edge of a cliff, and his parachute opens with the Union Jack on it. It was funny because one guy just went, yeah, started clapping, and everyone else went, fuck yeah, yeah, UK.
Fucking hell. I still need to see
Class.
Skyfall. I haven't seen Skyfall.
We do
What's
need
this?
to go and see Skyfall.
South Park the movie in America, people clapping to the jokes. Are you kidding
yeah,
me?
I can imagine that though.
No way.
imagine that.
That's terrible. I always laugh at the wrong time in movies. Some guy gets raped. Damn it. Star Wars The Phantom Menace got a standing ovation.
The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace.
So that brings us nicely into Star Wars. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Nice segue, Paulie. Nice segue indeed.
I wish I had a segue.
So, Star Wars is going to have spin-offs. What do you think?
bold
do you want to see it?
move, but I would go and see it.
Who do you want to
How
see?
do you mean spin-offs? Do you mean like Origins?
Yeah, Star Wars Origins, Lando Calrissian, mate.
Why go there first?
Why wouldn't you go there first?
Well, okay.
Have you seen his mustache?
Good point.
Have you seen his mustache?
Sold. Have you seen this guy's mustache? Keep your head there.
What?
Pow!
Oh, really? Tom Selleck?
Mate, you just got trolled.
Oh, no. You spent hours doing that.
I
didn't you?
didn't spend hours doing that. How dare you?
Lando was a Chippendale. Enough said.
Lando was a chip. No, do you know what I'd like to see? Because you obviously learn a lot of certain origins. I'd love to see the Han Solo origin.
Would you like to see Leia's origin?
No. She went onto a planet into a diplomat's family and was raised as royalty. There you go. I want to see a smuggler, a badass smuggler, who wins a ship from Lando, befriends a Wookiee, and then ends up in the Star Wars saga.
Do you think Boba's had a good enough origin story? Because you see him a little bit he's
Good
throughout
call,
the
man.
prequels. You see him as a kid.
Yeah. Do you know what I reckon? I'm totally predicting like
You're
10
spitballing.
years in the future now, but I reckon he will get the same sort of treatment that Deadpool got. Like an unsung hero. There's so much fan base for a character that is in that film. So
I kind of want to see Vader's story. I mean, I know we've seen Christian, what's his face, but
yeah,
what a
but
dick.
You've got to look at it like the fact that when you see all him growing up, you've basically seen it.
Yeah, but it was played by that guy. Hans
What an
Christensen or
accent,
whatever he's
it's so
called.
shitty.
What's he called? Your boyfriend is Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen,
Hayden Christensen.
That's it. But yeah, no, Deadpool's 2014 now, buddy. It got pushed back because of Wolverine. The Wolverine, should I say. They've not even written a fucking script for it yet.
I think it's going to see if it's fucking... I think that's going to go by the wayside, I've got to be honest.
They need to do it. They've already started casting for it, but they've just... Actually, how do they start casting for it without a script? There has to be a script. It just mustn't have been released.
Well, it's not an approved script. The script will change. That's all it means.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm annoyed that they've moved Deadpool back. Deadpool's got the potential to be one of the best Marvel films, if done right.
Who made the Fantastic Four? Was it a legit Marvel film?
Yes.
It's not by some side company.
No, the Fantastic Four was designed by Stan Lee and some other guy.
No, I get that. The film. Do you know, like Spider-Man's done by Sony?
Right.
And
yeah.
it's still a Marvel thing.
Yeah.
Who did the
I
Fantastic Four?
I don't know.
Because I don't know the Fantastic... I can't speak tonight. The Fantastic Four flopped as bad as it did. It's not amazing. It's not terrible. I recently rewatched the Fantastic Four and I rewatched The Rise of the Silver Surfer. I personally think The Rise of the Silver Surfer was fucking awesome.
I didn't mind it.
And I want to see a Silver Story movie. A Silver
Johnny,
Surfer movie.
Johnny, you gotta go. But this is Dolce.
It was a Marvel Pictures. Okay, so they did it. But I'd love to see a Silver Surfer movie.
Yeah.
Because you know who plays the Silver Surfer? It's Jarvis.
Morpheus.
No, it's Jarvis from Iron Man.
The guy who played
The
the
blonde-
Silver Surfer
Yeah, is that dude.
Lawrence Fishburne.
No way. No way.
Can't just write a script that says "called it" right now on the screen.
Well, did he do the voice?
yes.
Alright, well, who played him? That's what I'm saying.
It was CGI. Unless he had a mocap.
No.
Well, they would have had a mocap.
It's the same guy who was in the Da Vinci Code.
So, as of the Silver Surfer.
Why is it not appearing?
Just keep writing it.
Let's search. I'm fucking debating this now. I bet the chat's already got it.
Telling you right now, mate. Telling you right now. Come on. Pachow!
Alright, voice. So we're both right.
I'll allow it.
Yep.
That's fine.
We're both correct. But I want to see his fucking movie. I genuinely want to see it. You know who else he played?
Oh yeah, I knew that. He played Abe Sapien, is he called?
Abe Sapien,
Abe
mate.
Sapien.
When's the next Hellboy fucking movie coming? Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know.
Okay, so a trailer came out I want you to see, desperately, and everybody should see it as well, because I want your opinions, because it's incredibly mixed. It's called Now They See Me. Have you ever seen The Prestige?
No.
Amateur hour. It's a mix of The Prestige, which is Jackman and Christian Bale, and it's a Nolan movie.
Is that something to do with like competing magicians?
Yes, it's a very good film, by the way.
Right. Okay.
She's in it as well, Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson's
I'll
in it
see
as
that
well.
as soon as I
Yeah,
can.
Prestige is very good. It's about Nikola Tesla and the two competing magicians, and someone gets some fingers cut off. Legit.
Nice, nice.
But they're doing one now that's got.
Gaff, we're going to get into that, mate, because I'm going to bring that up in a second. Carry on.
Oh yeah, cool. What's it called? Him who was in The Social Network.
Just carry on speaking.
Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Rampart. Rampart's in it, all these other chicks are in it, and Michael Caine's in it, Morgan Freeman's in it. It's kind of like a recast of everything that you know from fucking Christopher Nolan films. But
Yeah.
it's even got the horn, the Hans Zimmer's on in the intro. But it's not a Nolan film. I straight up watched the preview and I was like, oh, Nolan's done another film already? Because it's got all the Nolan cast in it pretty much, besides Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah.
And it's fucking... It's not a Nolan film, but it's so Nolan-esque, is what I want to say. But it could be cool, actually, although it's very similar storylines to that. It's about magicians and bank robberies and stuff like that.
Nice.
But it looks pretty fucking... Looks alright.
So
I'm okay to
magicians
suspend my disbelief.
doing bank... That
Yes.
sounds like a really good plot.
The only problem is you've got to try and take Jesse Eisenberg seriously, and he doesn't do that well.
I don't like him in anything.
He's good in The Social Network.
I
Social
don't
Network is a
I
very,
can't
very
watch
good
that
film. It's a very, very good film. It's a really good film.
Film about
So-
Facebook.
Facebook's in it.
I
obviously,
know.
but-
I know. It's a widely renowned good film. I just.
It's a really good film.
Me. Here we go. It's me being a dick. I can't watch a film because it's about Facebook.
Why do you use Facebook?
I know I use Facebook, but a film that's about social media,
Well, what do you think it's about? It's an interesting one. What do you think the film is about?
making Facebook.
But so if they change the name of the company, the film would be okay.
No,
So what is it then?
I don't know. It's just not my type of film.
You've not seen it. I don't think you know what it's
Is
about.
Batman in Facebook? No.
I think The Dark Knight Rises was on Facebook.
It was on Facebook.
I think it was on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it was on Facebook. I'm pretty sure.
Just saying.
Okay, so you want to talk about
Django Unchained.
the new Tarantino spaghetti western
Yes.
about slavery?
It's about, well, sort of, basically, there is a guy, Christoph Waltz, who is an unbelievable actor.
Must have been in.
He's in, have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Yep.
The start of it, the German guy that goes into that farmer's house.
Oh, yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
He is an unbelievable actor.
Are
Basically,
there Jews here?
exactly, yeah. He goes into that, he's in that, and he's basically, he goes, I think he's a bounty hunter. And there's a load of like black slaves chained together, and he stops one of them, and he picks one called Django, and it's Jamie Foxx, and then his.
Fucking hate Jamie Foxx.
Really, I like Jamie Foxx.
Game on before we get into
Okay.
raging about Jamie Foxx.
But then basically the side storyline is Jamie Foxx's wife was kidnapped by this multi-millionaire who's Leonardo DiCaprio, who's a bit batshit crazy, and they're basically trying to get to him to get his wife back. But the trailer looks so good. It doesn't, to me, look very Tarantino-esque. It's very...
It did to me.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
It looks very, very tongue-in-cheek.
It ruled Tarantino for me.
Do you think so?
Oh yeah, fucking
know,
it was
man. I don't
Tarantino
know.
all over the fucking place.
But-
It depends who's thinking Tarantino, Pulp Fiction.
Reservoir
I mean, he's done a lot of
Dogs.
films since
I know
then.
he has. I know he has, like, them and Death Proof and stuff like that. But it didn't. I mean, I'm not mocking it, saying that it doesn't look like Tarantino, because obviously it may be just the way that I interpreted the trailer. But the film itself looks so good. It really, really good. But I think as well, Christoph Waltz, I'd go and see anything with him in it. And I think he's such a good actor.
Right.
He won an Oscar.
So Jamie Foxx is a prick because, right? He can't do serious roles as far as I'm concerned. The only good roles I've seen Jamie Foxx in are Horrible Bosses, where he plays the fucking
Motherfucker Jones.
Motherfucker Jones. Motherfucker Jones. He plays that really well. It's like a tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. I kind of liked him in Ray as well, where he played Ray Charles.
Yeah, he was really good in Rage.
But then I saw him in the one with fucking Leonidas in it, Butler.
Gerard Butler. Oh shit! What?
Law-abiding citizen. as the lawyer, and he was fucking dog shit in that.
Miami Vice, mate.
That was a terrible fucking
Mate,
movie.
it was opposite
Colin,
the Farrell.
has Colin Farrell gone seriously AIDS now or what? Name the last good. Yeah, it's bad. It's a fucking terrible movie.
But let's put it this way: Colin Farrell has a lifetime pass because he was my man crush when SWAT was out. Basically, this is it now. This is like in a nutshell why I don't like films outside of my medium. If it's not superheroes or just blowy uppy, easily pleased for the moron
Michael
film.
Bay.
Yeah. if things don't blow up, no, Nolan, mate. Hold on, Nolan. Like SWAT. SWAT was by rights a bad film. I loved that film. That film was
film.
max legit. Max
good
legit.
film.
But yeah, he's also in. They called the Psychotic 7 that I wanted to talk about.
7 Psychopaths.
7 Psychopaths. I've only seen a trailer of that, but I love it when, I see I catch a trailer, like I'm doing something in the house and the trailer comes on, it catches my eye, I watch it all the way through and I think, that's going to be cool. And then you go and see it and it is, but it's just one of those trailers.
Well, we haven't had one of those kind of British gangster films for a while, have we?
It's not a British gangster film.
But you know that themed style?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all in the same sort. Even in Bruges, I mean, that is a British gangster film in a way. Because they are gangsters.
Fucking Bruges.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the same director who made in Bruges.
Yeah.
That kind of British style. I think the last one they did was the one with Gerard Butler in it that we watched. And it was Rock and Roller.
I love that film.
It's good, but it was the worst panned one out of all of them. And we enjoyed Rock and Roller.
Yeah, to me, that's my favourite film of his.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what's the fucking director?
Danny Boyle?
Was it Danny Boyle? I thought it was...
Rock and Roller was Danny Boyle.
No, what's the guy
he did
called
Sherlock
who makes
Holmes,
Snatch and stuff like that?
Danny Boyle, yeah.
No. I can't believe his name's just... No, don't search for Danny Boyle.
Alright.
So just for Rock and Roller. Why can't I remember his name? Guy
Ritchie.
Thingy.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, yeah. Rock and Roller 2008.
Yeah, you're right. I do get them two mixed up.
That is my favourite Guy Ritchie film, Rock and Roller. If you've not seen it, go and see it. And Tom Hardy's in it as well, mate. As a gay. He's gay.
Yeah, it's pretty good, that, actually. Well, he's got a lot of movies coming up, which is pretty fucking awesome.
Who, Tom Hardy?
No, us. I don't know what Tom Hardy's making next. Do you think Tom Hardy's a good actor?
Yes. Do you want me to tell you why?
Yeah, I do. Enlighten me.
And, like, this isn't even the Bane thing. This is years before he played Bane. Even before...
What's his earliest film
Warrior.
you can remember?
Well, it wasn't a film. It was in... I'll find out when it was in a minute.
No, you got to remember it, because I know what I think is his first film. I think.
His first film?
Yeah. I think I know what it is.
Well, it's not a film that I was going to say anyway.
A blockbuster movie.
All right, go on. What was it?
I want to say he is extremely skinny, and he's in Star Trek Nemesis. As the main villain.
He is.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think that one of his. Well, that's.
Yeah, I think that was well before Bronson.
But Tom Hardy was in a 4-part program, which is Martina Cole's The Take, and he was evil in that film. That was about British gangsters, London gangsters, Cockney gangsters. He was terrifying in that film.
He's played gay twice, I think. Because he's gay in Inception.
Yes, and he's gay in Rock and Roll.
Have you seen Bronson?
Yes.
It's fucking scary, that film.
Weird.
Because it's a true story.
Yeah.
I remember the clips of the guy who this film is based on, like Charlie Bronson, when he was on top of the prison and he was ripping the roof off and throwing it at the cops, and he was bollock naked. And
Well, that's it. He just used to kick himself in butter, so they couldn't,
Vaseline.
Yeah, Vaseline. So they couldn't grip him. So he'd just be flailing around. But Tom Hardy, that's another thing, and I know that it's just not Tom Hardy that does it, but he's one of the method actors where for 14 months on and off, he had a 12 by 12 cell built where that's where he would do his training to actually put the mass on because that's why he was like undefined, but he was like a tank. But stuff like that, he's such a good actor, Tom Hardy.
Black Hawk Down. Tom Hardy's first film was Black Hawk Down.
I don't even remember him being in Black Hawk Down.
Maybe a side character.
Do you know what? Black Hawk Down for me was a very averagey film until the end of it.
I've never seen it.
Really? We need to watch that.
I don't like those military kind of films.
You liked Thingy. What was it called? Hurt Locker.
I didn't really like Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker was amazing.
I thought it was massively cliche. I did. I don't know whether it was because he was in it and he's a fucking cunt.
Who?
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
He wasn't in Hurt Locker, was he?
No, is it Jeremy Renner?
Jeremy Renner? Yeah, he was the Bond.
Yeah, because Gyllenhaal did... the two very similar films came out about the same time. One was The Hurt Locker and the other one was Jarhead.
Jarhead's years before Hurt Locker.
I don't think they're that far apart.
Yeah.
I seem to associate them together. But yeah, Hurt Locker...
I loved it, mate. Hurt Locker was so great.
I just knew in Hurt Locker he was going to go to... the soldiers can't live outside of war. You know, because he goes home and he's trying to shop right? And I just knew that was coming. And I was kind of like, ugh, this is dog shit. They're really making a Mission Impossible 5? No fucking way.
Yep.
Okay, we kind of got stumbled on movies here, so I think we should take a quick break and then bring it back to WoW stuff. We kind of been on fucking movies forever.
I want to see
okay.
Dark Knight Rises again though.
Johnny Rambo, a god. How do they make?
Dude, what day? 17th. In like 2 weeks, Dark Knight Rises comes out on DVD.
That fast?
Yes, mate. 3rd of December.
That is really quick. Oh, they're getting it out for Christmas.
Oh yes, of course you are.
Oh, I see.
Cash money, mate. Ain't nothing funny.
Alright, let's take a break and then we'll be right back with some more WoW stuff and questions. Ooh. Welcome back, everybody, to the final part of the show. After our movie discussion, I'm glad you all enjoyed it. We're going to talk about some games, which is quite strange for a gaming podcast. Well, not podcast, show. Yeah, but don't worry if you suck at PvP. We can. Andy's on the loo.
I'm going in now.
Andy's having a pee, and I'm talking rather loud with the door open. And my lady is actually upset. Oh, who's had a broken bone? Yes, the Horde hoodie is the varsity hoodie. Ask you about your hoodie.
It's mint.
It is.
Look at me.
I do love the black and red. I do love the black and red. It's the varsity. I think it's Hex Wraith Red. It's based on the Naga Hex Wraith Red, and also the Horde and Sith. It works on so many levels. I can just say this. I get a lot of emails about people on the store. You don't have to put your guild name in or anything like that. You can have whatever you want. You don't have to have anything if you don't want to. You don't have to have a damn thing.
No, you don't.
You don't have to have a damn thing in it. You don't have to worry about that. It's not reversible, but it's got where are they? Loopholes for headphones.
Where?
Yeah.
Holy shit, ball.
Oh, it's a good hoodie, man. I got you a proper one.
I can't believe that. I didn't know that.
Yep, and it's got something in your pocket for hold your phone, and it feeds through the hoodie into the ear loops. It's in there somewhere. It might.
I feel it. Oh, dude.
It's a good hoodie, man. It's a good hoodie. Yes. Got you a proper one. Got you a proper one. So we're talking about Minecraft. We were just having a quick discussion about Minecraft. We haven't been on the Minecraft servers for a while now.
Yet.
Because, well, we've just got too busy a month coming up, to be honest.
Yeah, for me personally, it was because when I went onto Minecraft for the first time, I could not get off it.
I was the same. I don't think I've played a game as much for the last 6 months as I did Minecraft in the first week of getting it. I was on it all the time, and while I was working, I was logged in and refilling my charcoal and my quarries and all that kind of shit, and doing various other stuff. So it's it's like
mental.
It's pretty mental. It's pretty mental. So when the server reset, we decided to give it a break. I'm really sorry. We decided to give it a break. But I think I'll get back to it in probably January now. I think January's going to be about the time.
Well, there's a couple of games that I'm going to get in December, which I really want to give a go at as well. Like, I know that new Call of Duty's out, don't care. New Halo's out.
Who cares about those games anymore? Did anybody buy Call of Duty 2?
There's a couple of people in the stream I know who I was talking to them about it when I was live streaming the other night, who got Call of Duty, the new Black Ops, and they actually enjoy it. Fair play to them. A load of guys at work have got the new Halo. They like it. They're a bit gutted though because they've changed the multiplayer leveling up system to the same as Call of Duty, which I think they're pretty pissed off about because they're sort of trying to duplicate the format now. What I want to play between now and Christmas, mate, is I'm adamant because I've not played Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is like the last Ezio chapter before Connor, the new assassin in 3. So Suzanne's going to get me 2 games for Christmas. I'm going to finish Revelations and I'm going to get into Assassin's Creed 3. But one that I'm really excited for, which is, I think it's actually out the end of this month, is the new Hitman.
Oh, really?
I love Hitman games.
I don't get what
that
you
is
like.
me in a nutshell right there in Hitman games.
I played Hitman 1 because I think you had it. And I played it.
No. You got Hitman 1.
Did I get
PC,
it?
Yeah.
I know I played Hitman 1. I just did not like it whatsoever. I just couldn't get into it. But I'm not a fan of stealth games whatsoever.
I love stealth games. But it's not just the stealth aspect of Hitman. It's everything. It's blending. It's strategy. It's planning. Like you can. I mean, I'm talking about older games now. They might not have in this new one. Like you could pre-plan and pay to have certain things put on the level to take a specific route. Like you, in one of them, I can't remember which one it was. Like you could pay for someone to arrange there to be a briefcase with a sniper rifle in a certain spot of the level.
Oh, right, okay.
So then, like, for that route, then you'd actually have to infiltrate this, like, party, and then you'd actually ask to use the restroom, go upstairs, take out one of the security guards upstairs, and then deviate to this bedroom where there was a suitcase waiting for you with a rifle in it, and then there's someone in the party in the back garden that you have to shoot. You kill them, you basically just pack up the briefcase again, blow it up, and walk straight back out.
I think you would like Dishonored.
A lot of people have said, oh, that was the chair. I legit didn't fart then.
Neither did I.
It's true. Yeah, I do fancy that. I do fancy playing Dishonored, but that's another one of those games that's just lost in the maelstrom to me because there's too many things that I priority want to play before that. Maybe if it goes on a Steam sale or something like that, I will play it. Another 2 things. One of them No, three things, sorry. One of them I can't wait for, and it should be any time now, please, is Baldur's Gate.
Really?
Yes. Mate,
I'm not feeling it's...
That is like at least 5 years of my childhood in an RPG. Baldur's Gate, the original, not 2, not Shadow of Arm.
I thought you liked 2.
No, I didn't like 2.
I mean, we've played Neverwinter Nights. I mean, I'm going to say not that long ago, but I think it was a few years ago. Icewind Dale.
Icewind Dale.
I've lost it, man. Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
We played that not too long back. I actually reinstalled it about 2 months back, to get some footage, and it just looks dire.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's just too much.
It's the gameplay of it. I mean, even like the whole rose-tinted goggles thing, but there's a lot of games that I've played on emulators that I used to have when I was a kid, like RPG games, like the old Final Fantasies from the SNES.
Do you know what my favourite is? And nobody's going to get this unless my brother's here. Sword of Vermilion.
Oh, Sword of Vermilion. That's Mega Drive, isn't it?
So fucking good, that RPG. So good.
Didn't you used to play King's Bounty?
I didn't. My brother loved King's Bounty. I was not a fan of King's Bounty.
Well, if he's watching it, that's on Steam sale at the minute,
Oh, the new one. I think he's got it already.
Okay.
I don't think he liked it.
But yeah, so the other two, Baldur's Gate, I'm on that like stink on shit. But basically, the other two is, and it's just come out for the beta now, and I tried to get it, but I didn't get the beta. Is War Z.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like the first-person shooter MMO, basically taken, obviously, without hiding it from DayZ. It's got a leveling up system in it, sort of like Dead Island, but more complex, and it's a survival like DayZ. I really want to try that. I need to get a fucking beta for that. But also,
probably Genji would like to play with that with you as well.
Definitely. But someone was talking on the forum, about actually hosting a DayZ server.
Well, we want to get more servers up for damn sure.
Yeah,
we're still learning with the Minecraft server. I think we've had 2 resets now while we get things in place. We're such newbies about this kind of stuff, but we want you guys to have access to community servers. We want that to happen, but we're getting there stage by stage. It's more about cost is an issue at the moment as well. Getting these things set up. We'd like to have them all hosted and run, locally, so we can keep an eye on them properly and make sure everything's set up. I know Steph's been working really hard to make sure backups and stuff are done. But we'll get there. We're dipping our toe in the water with that kind of stuff because we do want to build a full-on community. Well, you guys.
Yeah, like as well as, even though I completely overlooked it and it was an awesome game, it was just before Pandaria was released, Borderlands 2. I need to finish that.
You haven't finished it yet?
No, it's because.
Is it multiple playthroughs again, like Borderlands 1?
Yes.
So you can't cap on a first run through?
No. But I need to finish that. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. But do you know what? It's me again. It's totally me. I got into the mindset where when I was doing that and I was spending less time on Warcraft, I'm feeling like I'm falling behind. So then that's just fallen away and now I'm back into Warcraft. But I've got the luxury now of taking it a bit easier, finishing games that I want to, and then actually trying to get up to date and get these new games when they come out.
Well, we'll get to play some of these. I mean, like I said, we're going to take... I'm actually very much back into WoW right now, with the PvP stuff and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to start raiding again. I think the final tier of raiding is out now.
Yes, it is. It's on the launcher. I
want to start raiding probably when the next tier is coming. I'm not too excited about the Mogoshon Vaults and stuff like that. Eventually I'll touch on it, I'm sure. But I'm going to start raiding at least mid-January.
Do you know what I learnt though in Mogoshon Vaults? If you can beat Elgon, you've basically killed that instance.
That's alright, there's always been bosses like that.
I know, but I mean, like, ridiculously different. I mean, I'm not even going to lie about this. When we got to the Will of the Emperor, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was running around like a headless chicken just DPSing things, and we still killed it easily.
On normal?
I mean, yeah, on normal, sorry, not heroic by any means, but I was just basically running around DPSing ads, and I was just like swinging away, and then I just look at something, and I was like, and I go and DPS that as well. Like, the only priority thing that I was doing is, the mob where you have to get behind him to kill him with the shields. Yeah, just that. That was my priority.
I'm looking forward to the final tier of Heroic Raiding. Who's going to come out on top? Because at the moment we've got Method 1, Blood Legion 1. Who's going to come out on top? Because the Blood Legion response is amazing. It's the first world first they've managed to get in the US since Death and Taxes. That's vanilla stuff. And that was when Nihilum took over with Kel'Thuzad. They got the world first there. And the US hasn't had a world first since then.
Jesus Christ.
They haven't had a world first since then. And finally Blood Legion managed to do it. Which I mocked Elfie for, obviously, for being a slacker. Naturally. But what a tough fight the last fight in the Heart of Fear is. What a tough fight that is.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was tough even on beta. I mean, I'm sure they've changed a lot of things around since beta. I don't claim to have killed those bosses before by any means. they've changed them, I'm sure, altered the mechanics considerably. But even then, that's what doesn't bother me. I haven't even done the looking for raid stuff yet of the new instances.
Oh, neither have I, mate.
But at the moment, with the PvP stuff, more than happy to be dabbling into the BGs, playing with you guys.
Yeah.
I hope you to get you involved because it's going to be a lot of fun.
I do want to get involved. It's just not going to be Rogue. I'm sort of in like a void at the minute because the annoying thing is, and it really annoys me, is it was you that got me to cap a warrior from watching your warrior stuff, and it was you that got me to want to cap my warrior to PvP when I was watching it on Friday. I was looking at it and thinking like the survivability of like I know that you were under gear.
Mm-hmm.
Of just getting into a fight, you've just got like someone throwing you stray heals and things, but the mobility of just going out attack you, okay, bitch, you're gonna get it now, and then you jump to them and stuff like that, and then dash back.
I trolled 2 DKs so badly at one point. I had 10% HP left, so I popped a rallying cry, shield wall, and I charged a healer miles away, so they death grip me back, and then I heroic leaped into a different direction. The other guy death gripped me back. Then I threw down my mocking banner and intervened it. And by then my charge had come back. So when these DKs ran over to me, I then charged somewhere else. And all the time, my health was like nothing. But these guys were so desperate to kill me that they lost the minecart while they were doing it. Just shit like that is always fucking hilarious.
I do like
I absolutely adore that stuff.
But that's why I'm sort of, when I say like I want to be a play DPS, that's why I'm leaning towards Warrior, because I know just the looks of it looks fun to play. And I've never DPS as a cat warrior.
I am looking to get my priest up as well for PvP. I always adored my priest in PvP.
Then
I thought it was a ton of fun. No.
Then you can heal me.
No, but I'm looking to get my priest up there. I think that's going to be fucking awesome, is to get my priest up there. Because I think priests tend to be a little bit struggly at the beginning of expansions, kind of classically. They've always kind of been shadow while things get better. But now things are getting better. I kind of think priests are going to be pretty sturdy again. I know sometimes they get shit on. But that's okay. I mean, I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided because I haven't leveled my other characters. I don't know whether to level on the US realms first or cap some more of my own characters. I'm going to take a little, like I said, I've got so much to do. I mean, let's talk a little bit about Way of the Warrior 2 before we get into question time. Because you're involved in the writing now, which is cool.
Yes, I am.
Isn't it nice? It was nice to get those messages like, dude, I've been thinking about this all night. We need to do this because this would be awesome.
The annoying thing is, my fucking brain works at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And like I was saying, like the notes I was feeding you weren't notes for like what's going to be crucial to the Way of the Warrior. They were notes for like things season 2 of a different thing miles down the line and stuff like this.
Well, you were talking, we've got a new show launching in summer 2013. Yeah. That seems so weird to say. We've got a show launching in summer 2013. But you were thinking, because you know what that show's about already, because we've look at us planning ahead. You know, fuck you, yeah. Fuck me, right? Planning ahead for the show that we're going to launch in 2013, which you have a major role in.
Yes, I do.
You have a major role in that.
I'm going to modulate my voice.
And it's going to be... We're pretty excited about how this is going to lead us into that. Because the Way of the Warrior 2 is going to lead us into our next show.
Yes.
And basically lay the foundation for it. But I'm worried about a couple of things. One, how long the Way of the Warrior 2 is going to be. And the weird thing is about having how much of the imagery I want to see on the screen is in my head. And it won't look like I want it to look.
Do you know what? That's exactly why I don't like me thinking too much. The way that I see things in my head, like, I can't even explain it because it's going to be certain scenes that I'd obviously be giving away storyline to. But the way that I see it in my head, I'm just like, okay, I was taking a shit in work the other day when I was texting you ideas for this thing. But like in my head at the time, I'm sat there just thinking about it going, yes, this is what needs to happen.
Well, you wrote some lines.
I did, mate.
I've got to script it out soon. But again, I just want to remind you, we are going to start filming now, so we need you guys in it for a couple of big scenes. So there'll be a schedule going on. We'll probably try and film it on Saturdays or something like that and just get everything filmed in the can, so to speak, so we can get it right. So it's pretty exciting stuff. I hope you love it. I really do. I hope you understand. We're essentially making a movie, a machinima movie. The kind of thing that you would see on other channels, if we compare it to, I don't know, what's a good machinima series? Red vs. Blue is a good machinima series.
The best machinima series.
Well, soon to be not.
Best. Oh, not the new stuff. Vintage Red vs. Blue.
I just said that. I just mean that ours is going to shit on it. Is 5-minute sections released back to back. I mean, we do many things that aren't monetarily proper. If you look at, I think, let's stay with Rooster Teeth for now. If they do like a video podcast, that's 5 adverts worth for an hour podcast. They stick 5 adverts in. And
Yeah.
I do the Daily Preach, which might be an hour. That's 2 adverts, one at the beginning, one at the end. And some of you have commented on that. It's like you should be putting more adverts into an hour long of fucking entertainment or whatever you want to call it. There should be a lot more adverts because it's much longer than most people do for a video. Is an hour long content, which I don't really like doing because I don't like adverts as much as you don't like adverts. I really don't, and they're a pain in the ass. But then to do this series, I think we'll just have to release it as one big fucking episode.
What do you mean?
Just the movie, I think, on New Year's Day. Keep people interested in New Year's Day, which is when The Way Warrior 2 comes out.
Okay.
It's New Year's Day, which is going to be pretty cool. Getting cocky about what?
Can you have use of any allies? No, because allies suck, and so are the people that play them.
But yes. But yes, we will be having allies in it. But she's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm not getting married now anyway. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. So we'll take any questions now, guys. If you've got any questions, throw us for us. But yes, we will be having ally involvement. Of course, in fact, one of our main characters is an ally.
Do we get to kill them?
No.
Then I'm not being in it.
Okay. I'll rewrite you.
Yeah.
I got a question for Ghost. A while back, I asked you for a rating of a transmog on the Midnight Ghost, and you said to send you a Mogit. How do I go about doing that? P.S. I don't actually have the items yet. Working on collecting them. Greens have such a low drop rate.
Yeah, I know. Basically, mate, all you need to do is in Mogit, if you just do /Mogit, it'll open up the core window. The top of that will be a preview button, which will open another window of just your character in like your character select screen with the icons where your item pieces go over the side. You can actually, when you click that preview, load the Mogit that you've actually saved into that preview window. This is going to get like into preview inception now. In this preview window, there is a preview button.
Nice.
Yeah. In there, it will say link in chat. So all you need to do is open your chat window, click that button that says link in chat, and then hit enter again, and it will just send a shortcut link that just says Mogit on it. And then when I click that, it will open up your Mogit.
5 stars in the US though.
Then you need to send me a screenshot.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a screenshot. It's going to be a screenshot.
But yeah, I'm really planning to do a short video on Mogit because there's a lot of guys that want to use it, and they basically only know to put in there what they want to look like. Excuse me. They don't know like how to link the Mogit, how to put things on wish list and stuff like that. But it's such a good app.
You remember the code for Mortal Kombat on the Mega Drive? I assume you mean the blood cheat.
Down, up, left, A, right, down. Dullard.
Dullard. It's famous. It's famous. Dullard. Old news. Old news. In fact, I bought a... do you remember you used to be able to buy them cracker things? Code things? I can't remember what they were called. They're cool names.
Yeah.
You put your game into that. I had one of those as well to unlock all sorts of crazy shit, which was pretty cool.
Ghost, is it cool if I steal the palace set you want? Of course it is. I can't trademark it. I'll stop you from doing so. However, if you come on my transmog run, I will eat your face.
Genji whining about being in the PvP. Of course, Genji. Of course. I had a PS2 handbook with cheat codes. Who didn't? Who didn't? Don't worry about that. When we saw a PO box so we can send mail.
Mail, mate. We've got a lovely letter here from Alexander in London.
Let's say January. I don't want to pile any more stuff on my plate at the moment. I really don't.
Don't
yeah, Game Shark. That was it. What?
January's far too soon.
No, well, in January we'll be done with Way of the Warrior 2.
Yeah, but okay.
So that's kind of cool. Game Genie for NES. Fucking hell, that's
Genie,
old school. Game
man.
Genie, my god. So good.
The days of when you used to have like a Bible of alphabetical cheats in like a really thick book.
My brother had 4 sellotaped together.
And then you look for the game that you want and realise that it wasn't in there.
I need my Golden Axe cheats. I used to cheat the shit out of Golden Axe 2.
What class guide is coming next?
I believe Warlock.
Ooh, there was a lot of call for the Warlock.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for the Warlock, so I'm going to get the Warlock done. Okay, so you got a CD to send us. Don't worry about the YouTuber I spot to. He asked me to remain anonymous, so there you go.
What should be the next class for WoW?
They keep talking about a necromancer, don't they?
That's a Warlock.
Well, no, it's not.
Do you
And they keep talking about bards as well.
Balls to them. Do you know what they should do? Even though it's a profession, they should do an engineer.
What?
They should do an engineer as a class in Warcraft.
What would they do?
They just basically, they wouldn't be using spells. They'd be like Batman.
That would be well
That'd
shit.
be well good.
That would be so
Don't even know,
shit.
mate. You don't
I
even
can't
know.
even imagine how bad that would be. An engineer?
No, engineer, mate.
That would be fucking
Telling you right
garbage.
now.
Absolute
Telling
garbage.
you right now. What
Oh,
balls
did
you
Blizz
got?
return my benediction? I don't know. I haven't checked today. I wasn't on the PC today. So maybe. I
Oh,
don't
you've
know.
asked for your benediction to be returned.
Well, I asked in game and they screwed me over. They were like, no.
People, are you kidding me? People have had the hunter staff and bow return.
Well, so it depends. Sometimes with tickets, it depends on which GM you get. Because it's still call center staff. Some can be asked, some can't. So they said you need to do it through the item restoration thing on Battle.net. So I went onto Battle.net and it's not listed. So I had to make a ticket. So what I did is I put this sob story in, and then I made a Photoshop of my character with the benediction because I had lots of pictures of it, and I merged them all together and feathered it, mate. So it was proper, and sent that off to him with an attachment. So it's like this screenshot of with the benediction. Like, I really love it. I don't love it that much, I've got to be honest, but I want it back because I earned that fucking thing, and I can't get it. I can't get it back. That's really annoying. People keep bringing up Star Wars: The Old Republic. We did mention this before the show, and we kind of brushed over it. I don't understand why people would pay to play Star Wars anymore. I don't get their microtransaction system or their subscription system. The best thing about Star Wars: The Old Republic is leveling, and that's the free bit. Why would you pay? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm gutted, absolutely gutted about that game.
I just don't understand why people would pay. Because you can pay. Why would you?
Don't you get like a wage now? If you pay, you get like in-game currency every month.
Yeah, you get all sorts of shit,
Something
but
shit
I can't
like
be
that.
fucking asked.
No.
I just want a level. I just want to enjoy the story. That is literally about it. Yeah, storylines are free.
Free-to-play restrictions as well, mate.
Yeah, but the restrictions are stuff like PvP and some instances, I think.
That's a big chunk.
Yeah, but the leveling was still miles better. If I was to recommend anybody to play Star Wars: The Old Republic, I'd be like, yeah, play the story modes. Don't
Don't
worry about the end game. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
You'll spend about an hour on it and have finished it.
A nice name for your engineer class there is Tinker class. That uses vehicles, those spider tanks and all the while were hella fun. Shit like that. Is
Everyone's
that what you're
saying
thinking?
like, oh, Ghosty, by the way, Guild Wars Corp, they want their idea for an engineer back. If there's an engineer in Guild Wars, fair play to them, but I've never played it. So fuck you, you smug bastards.
I didn't even know there was an engineer in it.
Neither did
I. There's the 2 action bars. You can now pay for action bars. That one thing that really annoyed me in Star Wars: The Republic was action bars. They were so retarded.
They were massive.
They were massive, and they had a million spells that you couldn't use on people, but
Let's
were
see if I can
good.
do it on the camera. This was basically your field of vision in Star Wars when your action bars were on it. About that much.
What's Guild Wars? Emma's stopped playing Guild Wars. It cost me 50 quid that. She was like, I really want to play Guild Wars with Sam. I'm desperate to play Guild Wars. It's going to be awesome. I want to play. And I was like, fine, here you go. Here it is. And then she played it for like 3 days and then fucking stopped doing it. It doesn't matter if they fixed it now. This is one of the big problems about games like that. You can't launch and have shit like Target not in the game.
Needs to be ready for when people get to it, not for like them to be waiting at a door that's closed with a time release date on it.
I got so bugged in that game and I could not get help to fix it on one particular quest.
Oh, there's loads of shit like that, mate.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah.
And I submitted a ticket 3 days. It was my story mode quest as well, so I couldn't get past it.
I had that. I had the same thing where, because it closes off certain areas until you're up to it.
I was on a quest where I had to open 3 doors and then fight the last boss. I had opened the 3 doors and killed the last boss, but the quest didn't update for opening the first door.
So you couldn't get back into it.
So I was walking around the room, walking through the door that apparently I hadn't opened, walking backwards and forwards through it. Wouldn't give me the credit, so I cancelled the quest, took it again, did it again, still bugged out on me. Kept going backwards in, resetting the instance, all sorts of fucking garbage. And I set off, I sent tickets in, they didn't reply to me for like 4 days. Ultimately, I just had to keep cancelling the quest and retaking it, and eventually it ticked over. So retarded.
Oh shit, one sec. I can't get rid of it.
What you doing?
How do I get rid of this window here? Nope. Nope.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, one sec, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself.
Oh.
Close it?
There you go.
Nope. I'll do it.
Do you know how to do it?
Yep. There you go. Where is it now? It was a fucking funny question because we were talking about it the other day.
Oh, there'll be a reference to Black and White in The Way of the Warrior 2. We haven't forgot the originals. I just know it's going to be like different. What's the story of the pipe?
The pipe
It makes
is...
you look intelligent.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Dude,
It gives you an intelligent
my
factor.
whole Sir's attire of a bowler hat, a monocle, and a pipe doesn't make me look intelligent. You know what it makes me do, mate? It makes me seem less ghetto and more Sir-like.
Really? You're wearing a backwards rapper cap and a hoodie.
Like a Sir.
Like a sir. Like an absolute sir. You need to get some more props. I wish the Monster Hunter mode was available outside Japan. Me too. There are a lot of games that are only available in Japan. I missed the Planet Side 2 beta as well. I got a beta invite. I just didn't have time to play it. And then I got an email today saying the beta is over. I was like, oh, come on.
Scumbags.
Scumbags. Okay, so I think we're going to call it there.
No!
I'm done. I'm done. My head is pounding.
I'm not done, mate.
You're not done?
No. If you want me out of here, mate, you're going to have to toss me.
Yeah, okay.
That's extremely itchy.
It's extreme. I'm busy, man. It's not like if I had more time, I would easily play. And I don't know which guild I will raid in. All right, guys. Thank you. Have you got any final things you want to say?
Yes, I am going to be streaming straight from here.
Really?
Yeah, of course I am. Are you kidding me? It's fucking Saturday night. My Sunday morning is off. In fact, very short side story. My daughter isn't well, but because my missus, Suzanne, is on duty tomorrow, which means she gets up with Ava, that's her concern. But I've said to her, if she's not well in the night, put her in our bed, which means that I'll sleep on the couch, which means, inside info, mate, I'm going to sit on my computer until I fall asleep, and then when I hear her get up, I'm going to dive onto the couch and go,
Do you realise you've got a following of people who watch you stream to wait for you to fall asleep on your keyboard?
The best one was when we were doing a Nax run. It was so funny because we were fighting, what the hell's he called? Patchwork. And I moved around Patchwork, literally 10 footsteps. But as I moved around Patchwork, I was like, hit the button, I went... And I was just running against the wall, and they was like running down the corridor to the next boss. It was just like, Ghost wake up, lol, Ghost asleep. It was just like...
The amount of times I've leveled with you and you've fallen asleep on me.
Yeah. The best part is, I shit you not, because I was watching the live stream back for when I do fall asleep. Because obviously you don't remember falling asleep, and I don't remember the second I wake up. But the annoying thing is, and I'll try and do this quietly to not disturb the mic, but loud enough to hear it. I'll be pressing the buttons like this, which is obviously my abilities, and then I will fall asleep and it'll go... But when I wake up, I do this. I hit the buttons before I actually open my eyes again. It's fucking crazy.
It's not crazy. The amount of times you've fallen asleep on me while we're leveling. Keep healing me. I turn around like we didn't talk about Jersey Shore, you know.
Oh, let's just really quickly brush over it, and I'll say it like this: for many a year, I've dodged that program because it's just reality TV, which I'm not a fan of, but it's also just scumbag-looking people. And I mean, I've dodged this for so long. Last weekend.
I think it was after we went for. I think it
Before.
was when we went to my brother's birthday.
Last weekend.
So it was a Saturday.
Yeah, he keeps talking about it all the time, Jersey Shore. All the time. You will love this character. You will love this character. And he's stuck on the first episode. And I was just like, right, fine, I'll try anything once, no homo. And I sat there, and I had a face on me. But then after a bit, I was like laughing when it was funny. I was just like, this is really cool. I'm not going to admit it. So I said, like, when it finished, he went, do you like that? I was like, put another one on. And we went through like 6 episodes. No, we went through like 4 episodes. When we went out for this meal for your brother, we then came home, got back at like 11 o'clock. What do you want to do now? Stick Jersey Shore on.
Yeah, so like 2 and then you fell asleep on me there too because you were like.
No, we both fell asleep.
No, I didn't fall asleep. I was watching it and then you went. I was like, it's pretty late. I think it was about 1 a.m. I was like, he probably wants to go now anyway. And then the episode finished and then you went, you got time for another? Like you do. And I was like, okay then. All right, we'll stick one more. And then 2 minutes into it, you went. And I was like, you better get home. You got to drive home. But it's fucking really good, isn't it? It is. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean,
it's so funny.
We came in before, and Emma had just come in at the same time. And the first thing I said to Emma was, "Is there anything on TV that you want to watch?" No. Will you stick Jersey Shore on?
Because it's fucking hilarious.
I sat there watching it. Ronnie for life.
Ronnie for life. If you guys have not seen it, I recommend you check it out. We're not fans of reality TV by any means.
I was
so
really,
funny.
yeah,
I don't watch any reality TV.
I was shocked that I got into it, but it is really good. As well as, just really shortly, I'm not going to talk about it. If you've not seen Arrow, watch Arrow.
I kind of want to see Arrow, actually.
It's awesome.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to leave you now, guys. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Last
thing.
Get your
Brofist. Go on.
Yes, I am going to live stream after this, sorry. But I'm going to be leveling my warrior. Never played DPS, so if I'm doing something wrong, I need warriors to tell me how I'm playing my class.
I think we should talk about Arrow on the next web show. So remember, get your Christmas themed stuff ready, and it's going to be awesome. And
It'll
see
be
you
on
in
this
2
live
weeks.
stream, Helly, mate. It'll be the same address, this one.
Yeah, it's been about, what, 20 minutes? Something like that?
About 20 minutes time, it'll be up again.
All right, ballers. You have a great evening, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.
Peace.